Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are enjoying and embracing your new day of creation. I just kind of hung up my laundry and I was thinking, maybe I should share that, hanging up your laundry in the sunlight actually helps to charge the fibers in your clothing, okay? It absorbs the positive vibrations of the sun. It absorbs energetic code from the sun that helps us evolve, that helps us ascend, that helps us heal, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. Also, I wanted to share something else. I have, if we listen to spirit, and spirit is always like, you're the creators. You guys create your reality. What you see on the outside is a reflection of who you are on the inside and all of that, right? You guys have heard that before. Um, I've noticed that although that is a very great idea and a lot of people accept the idea, a lot of people also struggle with the idea on how to apply that or how to, make that part of the reality. It kind of remains for many people in a sort of a belief system, something they can't really prove. But the thing is, there is proof. There is proof, people. And I just wanted to share that with you. So just think of it this way. What you see outside, right? We see with our eyes. But what is exactly that we're seeing? Because if you think about it, we're not really seeing with the eyes, right? Science says the eyes is connected to optical nerves, which are connected to the brain, and it is the brain that processes the light influx into our eyes and then processes what we see. So basically, it's the brain, according to science, it is the brain that tells us what we're seeing, right? It's not the eyes. The eyes are just a tool that processes light, right? But what we're actually seeing has to come from the brain. Okay, well, if you think about it, the brain has always been in your skull. It's never been outside. So how does the brain know what you're seeing? How does the brain correctly translate those signals in truth, reality truth, physical reality truth? If the brain has never left your head and has been in complete and utter darkness forever and ever, never, 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 for as long as you've been existing in this physical form. Well, the truth is, the brain processes light, but it doesn't decide what you see. That is your conscious mind, your soul mind, okay? And that's your proof. That is your proof. It is not the brain that decides what a tree looks like and what a butterfly looks like and what an animal looks like and what my laundry looks like. It is your inner creator. You're the creator. Your conscious soul mind is the creator. Not the human ego mind, but your conscious soul mind is what decides what Earth looks like. And collectively, before you're born, collectively the souls are agreeing on making trees and making animals and all of that. But it is the conscious mind that creates this earth. It is not what you see that creates the earth. It is what your consciousness chooses to see that will appear. Is that going to make sense? Same thing with hearing. Right? What is hearing? It is basically your inner drum picking up vibrations and turning that into a sound in your brain. But who says that a bird actually sounds like a bird? Maybe to a bird, it sounds completely different to itself because it's you. You're the creator of your outer reality. That's why Spirit says what you feel, what you are on the inside is what you will perceive on the outside. The outer world is simply a reflection of your energetic vibration and your conscious creation. That's really what it is. Does that kind of make sense? Does that kind of make sense? Think about it, right? Just really sit with it and think about it. What decides that the grass is green? You do. Because your conscious mind is accepting that that is what it's like. But the grass might look completely different to an ET because in their conscious mind it has a different color. Even though you might be in the same location, they might still perceive it differently. And then draw that further. How you see the reality is not always how another person sees the reality. But does that mean they're wrong? No, you're both right. Because this is a virtual projection of your conscious acceptant mind. What you feel your world will look like is what you will perceive with your tools and what the brain will use. The brain will use your conscious creation, what things look like and feel like for you. Your brain will use that information and project it outwards. So you're not perceiving the outside inwards. You're projecting the inner understanding, the inner creation, the inner light outwards. I don't know if everybody's going to get that one, but just let it sink in. It'll get to you. All right. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to continue with my laundry. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.